Welcome to the Life of Liz show. I'm Breezy Golden. Brianna,
Don't you know your name?
I don't know, Liz. Breezy Golden Farr. I'm here today with, the one and only infamous Miss Liz Howard herself. And today, what we're doing is we're just giving you a little bit of depth into who we are. Now, the show's been up and running, and you've probably seen many of our episodes, but you haven't really got to know us as an individual. And today, Liz is going to give you an insight to really just a small glimpse into a little bit of her background, a little bit about her dream, and a little bit about where she hopes to be very futurely. So, hello, Liz.
Hello, Breezy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Well, you know as well as I do, a lot of fans know you. They've seen lots of our videos, but they really don't know Miss Liz herself. They don't know anything about probably where you come from, what you are, and I do mean what you are, and just a little bit about what's that around you. And I say that around you because you seem to attract money, honey.
Not enough of it lately.
What?
But I plan to work on that.
Well, I've always said you are the goose that lays the golden eggs.
Well, I suppose that has been true in the past, Breezy, but lately the golden goose has been constipated. The eggs have not been coming quick enough.
Well, we're going to have to do something about that.
Yes, we are.
But as you remember, and recently you saw Liz where she used to live in Hillsborough, California. And I think that's one of the houses that was owned by Alicia Silverstone.
Alicia Silverstone.
Her. And so Liz comes from a world of, well, I tell you, I think you used living in it.
You were living in it at different times.
Well, that is true. So, Liz, just tell us about you. Tell us, just look over there and tell them just a little bit about who Elizabeth is.
Well, I really see myself as being nothing special, honestly. But I must say, as I've gone through this life and certainly gone through adulthood, just being myself, if there's one thing you can say that I'm guilty of, that is living life on my own terms, I suppose. I've never really fit into a mold or tried to conform to what society thought or said I should be.
Oh, Miss Liz and her prim and proper. This is how we're going to do this. So let's tell them where you grew up at.
I grew up in a modest house in a city called El Cerrito, which is basically one town north of Berkeley, where UC Berkeley, the world-famous university, is located.
Oh, modest, huh?
Yes, it was a small house.
Small house, Liz?
Yes. My parents bought it right before I was born. It was their first house.
Small, she says, you guys.
Small.
And it was how many of you in that house?
Well, for the first 5 years, it was just the three of us, and then my brother was born when I was 5 years old, so it became four.
So you said the three of you, so that's mom, your dad, and you.
Yes.
And then your brother.
When I was 5, yes.
Oh, so how old is your brother?
My brother's 5.
Good, good. And so the four of you occupied this small, you said,
we did,
modest home in El Cerrito.
Yes.
Would that be El Cerrito being, I think I pretty much know El Cerrito myself.
I think so too.
And I think the fans would say El Cerrito was a very nice place to grow up.
It was nice when I was growing up, yes. It was.
It was very nice. And you graduated from
El Cerrito High School. I went to the local high school here.
And then you ventured out maybe to...
Well, as I became older, I began to explore. And I was determined, again, to live life on my own terms. And I wanted to experience living in certain places. And when I was very young, early 20s, I moved to the Hollywood Hills. That was really my first apartment.
Hollywood Hills?
Yes, I live right below
very
Hollywood
brand
sign.
and very expensive.
It was somewhat expensive at the time. I had a roommate, of course. It wasn't just me, but I lived on Beechwood Canyon Road. I lived very close to the base of where the Hollywood sign is up in the hills. And it was short-lived, but it was enjoyable. So then I could cross that off my list. I lived in Hollywood Hills.
Well, sounds like you have a list of things you want to do, Liz.
I always had a list of things I wanted to do. I never, ever just stumbled into something. It was always planned and calculated.
Well, I'm going to go back just a little bit, Liz. I said, you know, you grew up in that model house in El Cerrito.
True.
Is that where the place where Liz was born?
That is the place, I was born in a hospital, but that is the place my parents brought me home from, yes.
Well, what I mean, you know, as we all know, we're not born as Breezy and Liz. We are born as who we are.
Yes.
I said, is that where you created Liz? Is that where she was first acknowledged as who you were?
Well, yes, it was within those walls as I was growing up that I was forming my own identity, and I formed it very young.
Were your parents aware of this identity? Did they have any clue of who this person was revolving to come to be?
My parents did have a clue just because they were rather astute, but I lived in an era, I grew up in an era where long before Bill Clinton decided this, we really did live in a don't ask, don't tell environment.
Very much so.
And that's how I operated, certainly within my family. And all of my friends who I came to know through school felt the same way that I did. They behaved the same way with their families. It was definitely don't ask, don't tell. Wasn't it the same for you, Breezy?
Well, as you well know, Liz, I did experience some of the same things, don't ask, don't tell. Especially in my neighborhood. You better not ask, and you sure better not tell.
Well, why especially your neighborhood? Well, we'll get back to that in another episode, I'm sure. Well, yes. But one thing, Breezy, that many of the viewers may not know is that we actually went to the same high school.
We did? How could that be?
I don't know, but we were both there.
Who's me? Oh, that's right. You were one of my upperclassmen, weren't you, Liz?
Yes.
Very ahead of me, you were.
Not that much ahead. So therefore, you remember there was kind of an unspoken code at that school.
It was an unspoken code.
And there were certain things that we had to do to conform and try and fit in, because if we were too much of ourselves, we wouldn't have lasted.
Well, you know, I coming, you know, to the school and just kind of learning who Breezy was or who I, you know, was becoming, I didn't have a guidance. I didn't know anything about anything. So I'm blind-eyed coming. And if it wasn't for my existing sisters, Liz, of course, being one of them, and my other sister, Sean, and my sister, James, and my sister, Neff, which all of us attended that high school, I don't think I would be sitting here in front of this camera today, because it's because of that close-knit sisterhood, and we're all still sisters and friends, that I was able to get some type of guidance to where I should be going. And so it was Liz in them direction that I was led in a proper way of becoming a gay male at that time. So I basically was, you know, shocked to believe that, well, you can really be you, but in a toned down. Because I think it was the episode of the Lockers that remember that episode?
I do.
Sister Sean saved me from that one.
Yeah.
I learned you don't go around talking what you think about somebody.
No.
To somebody that knows the people.
No.
Because you'll soon find yourself, as I was, on top of the Lockers. But getting back to that, so those are some of the things that, you know, we have experienced. But I'm going to cut you short, Liz. I thank you for a little bit of that. But they want to know any more? You have to stay tuned for another episode of Liz.
Looks like we're out of time again. So we're going to end the episode here. We will definitely continue on with remembrances of where we came from.
And if you have any questions and you want to really ask us anything, feel free to hit the email button up on the link. Is that what it is?
Yeah, the email, contact me, and the emails will come directly to me, and we will be happy to get back to you with our responses.
Absolutely. Thanks again.
Thank you for watching another episode, and don't forget to tune in for more. Bye-bye.